All right, here we go. Happy Monday, everybody. This is the check-in, and today we are doing Melio Sounds. Melio! Melio! Melio, where are you? Hold on, let me make sure I pin this. Let's go. Let me look for him. Melio! Here you are. He's like, it's after 3. I'm waiting on you, boo. Waiting on you to come on over. Melio! Let's see. Let's get him. Where my mom at? Okay, here she is. Okay, here you are. Oh, wait. Not wave at you. I'm trying to bring you in. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Melio! Hey, what is that? There is a feedback, my dear. It's a feedback in your line.
There's a feedback.
Oh no, there it goes. Okay.
I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm
like a
not using.
speaker.
You're frozen and you're spinning.
I'm frozen and spinning.
Yes, you're frozen and there's a little thing spinning at the top. That's kind of, yeah, I don't know.
Hmm. Does anyone
I can
else?
hear you, but your picture is frozen. I don't know if it's me alone.
You don't see me doing this?
No, you're just there smiling. I have an iPhone, Shisha. Don't insult me like that. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Okay, baby. Well, I'm gonna end and then come back because it
Oh
shouldn't
my
be
God.
spinning. Shasha said it's only you.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Clean
All
your
right, so
lens
I'm me
off.
alone. So I'm gonna come
Yeah,
off and
so just
join back.
go and come back, but clean your lens off, honey, so we can see that face. We want to see him, don't we? Yeah, it's actually not his first interview. Yeah, he's just gonna come back. So when he comes in, then we're gonna bring him in. Thank you guys so much. Shouts out to my publicist, Miss Rain Martin, in the building. The producer is not here today. He does have some other business to attend to, which we're really excited about. So shouts out to Romy Icon while he's doing that thing. Right, Shasha, Shasha. Okay, he is here. Wait for him to kick in. Okay. How is this doing? Oh, good. Ireland is here. Good, good, good. How is this, Melio? Am I
Change my
moving now?
location.
Can you see me?
You can see I move now.
Still spinning?
But
Dutching?
why are you glitching? Oh my God.
It's not me. It's you.
You're
How long?
not moving. I don't know if it's me alone. I see this like this or what.
Melio, honey, it's you.
I don't know what the problem is. Hold on.
Aw. Ireland, please stay there because you know that I'm going to, um, bring you in a little later. Yeah. Melio.
All right. I can hear you. So go ahead, Genie.
Okay, sweetie. So, happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to the check-in today. One of my babies are here. It is Mr. Emilio Lynch. Melio Sounds. Run the track.
Mm.
Yes. Now, guys, let
How
me
art
tell you
thou?
why I'm. Hmm?
How art
What you?
thou?
Yes, yes, yes. I am well. How are you, my love? Are you not hearing me, Melio?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
not seeing you, but I'm hearing you.
And I look so good, y'all. Oh my God, he can't see it. No. Um, Yeah, so and shouts out to JFK is here too. So let's just get started right away because there's just so much to unpack here. First of all, um, I think that because you are a composer, and let me just explain
Mm-hmm.
that, a lot of times everybody just groups everyone in as a producer. And the difference with Melio is that he is the one that creates the music. He is the one that puts this sound with this sound and this with this, which creates the rhythms that the producers use to put the voice to the rhythm. And so let me just read
Right.
something to you guys, which is really really important. What I thought, because I sent him a bio questionnaire just so I could. I wanted to build a bio for him, but he is so non-compliant. So he just let me tell you guys some of um, his influences, just so that you can get an idea. Yeah, his partner JFK is here, his musical partner. Okay, let's get that right. So just so you
Mm-hmm.
guys can get
That is right.
an understanding of why when you hear his rhythms, it's just something that's different. So when I asked him, who are your top influences? Melio responded, Wolfgang Mozart, Richard Wagner, and Ludwig Beethoven. Let's talk about that, Melio. How are
Mm-hmm.
classical composers your influence when you are clearly
Yeah.
from the islands? You're from Jamaica. So how is it that classical composers are who you know oh God, who you model yourself after? I am gonna whoop him. Melio, if you do not get on that Wi-Fi. You guys, this is such an important check-in. They all are important, but I really he's gonna fix. Okay, here we go. Shouts out to Anthony Cruz. Y'all don't, for those of you who have never worked with me
It
before.
wasn't me. I'm
It
sorry.
was
I
you.
was just kicked off.
It was you, Shaggy.
It wasn't me.
So we went through the list of your top influences, which are classical composers.
Mm-hmm.
And you're Jamaican, so how do you draw your talent from classical composers to create the sound that we hear?
Well, classical music, I'm always like listening to classical music. Like whenever I'm trying to, not even trying to do anything. If I'm home cleaning, there's classical music playing in the background. If I'm cooking, there's classical music. If I'm doing laundry, there's classical music playing. So I'm always influenced by the foundation of music from the beginning of time, which is classical music, and these inspirations, I take bits and pieces from Mozart or Ludwig or Beethoven and implement them in dancehall. I mean, why not? For example, a lot of people has been telling me that Ona Lane did not need TJ's vocals because that instrumental was a classic by itself.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that is just one example of me
Okay, JFK.
implementing classical music in dancehall. You don't hear the traditional sounds that you hear, or the traditional phrases or patterns that are played melodically or on the drums. They are always different.
Mm-hmm.
And also a shout out to my partner JFK. He's on
Yes,
the check-in right
yes.
now. So we always try to do things differently by implementing we sounds that people did not think exist, um, or implementing new chord progressions or new ways of playing melodies.
So you have to speak really plain so that we can understand what you're saying. So when you say chord progression, could you explain to us what that means? And everyone, please make sure that you share this live because it's so important to hear from composers, which, or if you want to say a beat maker or rhythm creator. It's so important to hear that. So you guys, please make sure that you're sharing this, and to producers as well. So when you say chord progression, could you explain it to for those of us who don't exactly know what that
Chord
means?
progression in a composition, instrumental or beat is basically the foundation basis of any instrumental
Right.
or sound recording. So
Okay.
the main melody or the key of the finished product or the finished instrumental will be based
Hmm.
on the root notes or what
Okay.
chords are played.
Okay.
So that is what chord progression is. You can have a 3 chord progression in a beat, you can have a 4 chord progression,
Okay.
and you use the chord progression to fit other melodies around that scale and you build it
Okay.
up. So that's basically what a chord progression is.
Okay. Thank
Mm.
you. Thank you for, breaking that down for us. And I have sat in on you building a rhythm. And for me, it was just exciting to watch you take this piece. You're like, okay, I'm gonna go with
Mm.
live guitar, which is I'm gonna go with a live guitar on this part.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna, and to watch you kind of take it, okay, this needs just a little bit more of this, and then like you'll send it over to JFK. And then when I hear that, I have so many of your rhythms. Oh my gosh.
Two different, two.
It's something completely different when it comes back from JFK. So it's
Yes,
like you started
because
this
trust me,
part and then, oh my
I
gosh.
even wanted to highlight
Hmm.
Jay's part. How I met Jay. I
Hmm.
met Jay back in 2014. We were doing work for the same producer, executive producer, but things
Hmm.
were not really going in our favor.
Hmm.
So I discovered Jay through the same guy that we were meant to
Okay.
be. So,
Okay.
and he just had this weird sound out of this world sound, and I said, no man, the world need to hear this. And
See, thank you
it
for not
was
calling a
me.
name, by the way. That's very
No,
important
I'm
to
not
not
calling
call
any
names.
name.
Hmm.
So it was basically me taking what Jay can do and putting fusing it with what I can do and putting
Hmm.
everything in chronological order from A to Z, and
Yes.
then using the network that I have through
Hmm.
us collaborating to get a lot of the heavy
Right.
placements. So yeah, that is how Jay and
I
I.
don't want to get to that part yet. I don't want
Mm,
to get to the other part of what you do just yet because I just want to stick, right at the essence of you guys creating, the rhythms. As I said,
right.
okay, hey, shouts out to my producer. So he is here. Hey, Romy Icon. So the essence of it. So you come across JFK and you're like, so there is someone else who understands the purity of the music and
Right.
who's not just doing regular stuff like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
I done found my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is my brother. So let's, merge these talents and let's see what we came up with. And you've already mentioned a song, which is, Up Top Boss TJ's, On a Lane.
Mm.
And what was it like with you? And so I'm just going to jump ahead a little bit here. What was it like for you watching him perform that at the Barclays Center the other day? That was
Wow, that
nuts.
was nuts. Trust me.
Oh,
And the people know this. They know the records.
they
You know.
knew it. They
So I
knew
was
it.
like, my God, I was reflecting onto when I was even taking the vocals for that song.
Hmm.
TJ was in full white. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was
Hmm.
by Friends for Real. And I was their latest engineer there. I was the ninth engineer at Friends for Real. All right. So TJ came one day I was playing beats. Um, TJ was like, load up that in Pro Tools. I loaded the beat in Pro Tools. Um, he did, I don't remember what part he did first, if it was the intro or whatever, but half of the song was recorded in the day, and then he left. I don't know if he went to around the back to do some dubs or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
half of the song was, I did half the recording. We paused the session. I don't know where TJ went. He left. 1 o'clock in the morning came. It was time for me to go home. I called the cab that always come to pick us up at the studio.
Mm-hmm.
I went home, settled in, took a shower, finally got something to eat. It was 3 a.m. in the morning when I'm
Mm-hmm.
about to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
When I pulled the blanket over
Oh.
my head, my phone started to ring. Yo, Chippy, forward back I studio. I'm ready again. I had to wake up out of my bed at 3:30 a.m. Them send a guy pan a yeng yeng come all the way to Seaview Gardens. You want to see me? I take off clothes, take off bed clothes, I put on normal clothes, I put bag pan back. We go squeeze up behind man pan bike. For ride go around a studio in the freezing cold at 3:30 in the morning. And I'm
Your
saying this
memory.
to say this. Whenever you get the hit songs them,
Yep.
you have to appreciate them because you don't know how these songs came about
Yeah.
or what it take or what it took, the time, the effort, the energy that it took to create these hits. That's
Yeah.
why I like to support my friends when they put their thing up on iTunes. I buy
Mm-hmm.
them. I buy the
Yeah.
gift cards and I buy the music because I know what it is like to be up at 3 a.m. working on a record.
Really.
You know?
And but okay, so I have a question then. Why did you answer? Why did you get up and go? Why didn't you say, man, I that was a while ago that we were in the
No, it
studio. I'm
was
not getting up.
all right. What was happening was that TJ was coming to the studio and just randomly recording on beats for me, like back to back. And I was
Okay.
like an intern at the studio learning how to take vocals. I
Mm-hmm.
started off recording TJ on dubs.
Right.
Josie Wales' son
Mm-hmm.
and Jovi was the one who taught me how to record
Yeah.
dub plates.
Jovi Dupree. Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, Jovi Dupree.
Mm-hmm.
And I mastered recording dub plates for taking TJ's vocals through dub plates, and then one day I had to do a 45, which is a regular song,
Mm-hmm.
and I did the 45. I think the first 45 I did was Up Top Boss by TJ.
Okay.
That was the first time I ever recorded a full song in Pro
Mm-hmm.
Tools,
Mm-hmm.
and that was TJ's moment, getting out there, just signing a new deal with you know who, getting out there, and I kept recording songs back to back, like 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, all week. I'm recording songs for TJ, and I started to get good at recording.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a chemistry.
Right.
You know,
Chemistry is important.
yeah,
That
and
energy.
then by that, I started to gain popularity at the studio.
Mm-hmm.
People wanted either beats from me or wanted me to take their vocal sessions. Sometimes, all the time when TJ comes to the studio, I'm not the one taking his vocals. He doesn't want to record. He sends
Look
for
at
me.
that.
So that was it.
So could you speak to us about, because okay, you're doing all of this recording and everything,
Hmm.
but as I know you, you do also know the business side of the industry.
Right.
So in between all of your recording and learning and interning and stuff, how did you get that knowledge? And was it at this point, or was it something you had before you started recording for
No,
TJ?
I had to take a break from music. Like
Okay.
I was just going and going, and I realized that nothing was really coming out of what I'm doing. It
Okay.
was a hobby at first, but things started to heat up,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I said I need to take a year off, like from practical part of music, making beats and sending out,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and take a year and learn the different ways that producers make money or recoup whatever they spend or investing in music.
Mm-hmm.
So I did my research, found out about BMI, the different PROs that you can performing rights organizations that you can
Yes.
sign up with.
Before.
Um, what is mechanical royalties? What is royalties? What is publishing?
Mm-hmm.
What are masters? You know,
Mm-hmm.
all of that. The different platforms that distribute music worldwide, all of that. What is sound exchange? All of those things.
Okay. You
Yeah.
researched that on your own. Someone didn't come and
Um.
say, "Hey, Melio,
Well,
sit down. Let me tell you something."
there's a individual, the same individual that G and I were making beats for.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who actually told me, like scratch the surface, and you need to be getting your publishing. You need to be getting your money from BMI. So he was scratching the surface, telling me these things. I didn't really understand,
Okay.
and I had to dig deep for myself to find out exactly what these things are.
Right.
So I did my due diligence and ensure that, you know, that and that, A, B, C, whatever, you know.
And I think that's that again why I wanted to make sure you explain that part is because I see so many articles coming out, on the internet and wherever I'm reading it in the papers, and these guys are just not understanding the business side of it, or they don't want to take the time out to register their things and to learn that. So then they're
I
coming back
mean,
after their song bus like,
as
where's
a,
my
I
money?
saw I saw a post recently which I
Hmm.
screenshotted a fraction of it.
The one that
Um,
I
yeah,
responded to.
a lot
Hmm.
of these newcomers or wannabe producers,
Hmm. Hurry, come
um,
up. Yes.
yes, they are just they're not really lovers of music. They are just hustlers
Hmm.
in it for a quick buck, and who knows where they are tomorrow? Because a lot of the real producers are have done more than 10 years in music. Obviously, not nice. He's 5 minutes away from me right now.
Hmm.
I can
Yeah.
go to his house and vibe with him. Big up, not nice.
Yes.
Right. So, not nice. Chimney. Um, TJ Records. A lot of these. Yeah, you have a handful of production houses that are have done well over 10 to 15 years in the business.
Hmm.
Big Yard, a lot of them. So it is very sad where the business is going right now. I mean, the
Let's
creativity,
not do that part.
yeah,
Let's not do the sad part because we leave them to where they are. Because if you're
right.
gonna last, you're gonna last,
Move,
right?
moving on.
Some chips. They're in that brown bag on top of the chips are on the brown bag on top of the cabinet, all the way at the top. Brown bag all the way at the top. Sorry, my nephew. Um, yeah, so we definitely um, know that you've built a great rapport with some excellent producers,
Mm,
and that they trust you, which is so awesome because you're so young, you know. He's only 12 years old, guys, but you're so young. So to build a rapport with them, and for them to trust you, and Sean Izzle even, for them to trust you, that says a lot because they definitely understand the business side of the industry
right.
because they've been here for so long. So they know that when they're, dealing with you and stuff, and they know. So could you tell us some of the awards that
Oh,
you have received. He is a member of BMI. I want to say that
yeah. Well,
at first, and he does travel. So tell us about some of them awards, Melio.
all right. Well, there are not really many. I've been.
It's more
I
than
have
one.
notable awards. I've appeared on the Billboard charts 5 times. The first appearance was Spice captured mixtape. Did the title project for that captured, and there's a song called Murder right after that track. So that was the first appearance on Billboard, debuting at #1, of course. The same Owner Lane by TJ, it got picked up by VP to go on Reggae Gold. I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember. I think it was 2019, Reggae Gold 2019 or 2018, one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Also #1 debut on Reggae Billboard. So two #1s back to back, different years. Um, Vibes Cartel, Tutanisha. That went #87 on current albums chart. Yeah, Jay
Mm-hmm.
and I did Then You and Me, and it. Yeah, that was the lead single on that album.
Mm-hmm.
Um, #4 we have Savage Mode 2 by what's that guy named?
21
21
Savage.
Savage. Yeah, 21 Savage and Metro Boomin.
Mm-hmm.
That debuted #1 on Billboard 200 albums chart. So this is not reggae Billboard we're talking about. We're talking about Billboard. Yeah. So and that album is still on Billboard right now as we speak. It has not moved. Yeah. So and it's been a year since that album is out. So it's more than 53 weeks on Billboard.
Mm-hmm.
Um did T-shirt by the Migos played the bass line, the 808 in that song. Um that song was featured on their first album, Culture,
Mm-hmm.
and that album is 2 times platinum today. So those are a few of the things that I don't really speak on
You
because
spoke today. You knew I
yeah,
was
well,
going to
if
bring
I
that
knew I
out.
did not do the beat outright, I don't really speak on it, but it's good to have in my resume.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
I've also done work with VH1 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Spice and I produced a project for Love and Hip Hop. I think it was the first episode of season 8. Sip on the Tea was the title of the track. So yeah, I've done work with television networks as well.
So where are your plaques? I mean, if Caribbean music
I
is all
have
about hype, where are
my
they?
I have my Migos plaque in Atlanta, and I need to claim all my Billboard plaques because they are expensive AF.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 300, and I think it's almost $400 for one with shipping, and I have five to
Oh,
six
right.
outstanding.
Yeah, I was about to say no, it's not, but right, you have to get it shipped. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely more
yeah.
expensive
So
to get it to
definitely gonna
Jamaica.
get to that one day. They're gonna
Yeah,
always be there. So
right.
mhm.
Yeah, it is pretty expensive, but it still looks good.
probably
It's good.
probably it's going to the money will present itself the right time. Probably
Amen.
when I build a house and I have a section with just wall space. I said no, it would be good to have these hanging right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, you're
probably
humble
it's
anyways, so it's not
yeah, the
like you're gonna
time
get
will
this huge
present itself.
head. Mm-hmm.
But
So,
yes, going back to what you said about
mm-hmm.
um educating myself about the business,
Mm-hmm.
that has really paid off because
Paid.
yeah, I am now able to sustain myself off of royalty checks for the past 4 to 5 years because
Mm-hmm.
as I said, I took time out to ensure that I was making the right steps.
Right.
Yeah.
So something else that you said here. Um, so I asked him, well, what sets you apart? And you said, uh, just like how your influences
Mm.
perceive music differently, that's how you see it. You like to use abstract sounds to create a full composition,
Right.
and it's always something new that no one has heard before. So I know that with music that there are little elements that you can add to it
Mm.
to create
Textures,
generate different feelings in people. What is that called?
textures, or
Textures. Yes.
if you pull up a preset, like you pull up a sound to use, instead of using what you're already presented with, why not redesign the sound and turn it into a whole new sound?
Hmm. That's
That's a
actually
brand new
something
sound right
JFK
there.
said earlier. He said, don't just use presets 1 through 5. He said, live outside of that a little bit.
Exactly. I didn't see that. My bad.
Yeah.
Good looking out, Jay.
Yeah, he's being naughty anyway, so I don't want you to read what he types.
Yes, so yeah, moving along.
Yeah. So I still want flutes. I've been asking you for flutes. Where are the flutes? Because
The
then you
flutes.
sent me different music where the flutes were like right there. So where are the flutes?
The flutes are coming. Just be patient.
I'm patient. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I
The
I, I
flutes
hear
are
it
going to
there.
come. When the flutes come, they come.
Okay.
Trust me.
All right. No problem.
Um a lot
So,
of
mm-hmm.
um a lot of people don't really know the songs that I've worked on well locally. So first placement, I need to tell a story. There's a story that
Okay.
I always tear up when I try not to. Anyway, so all of this, before this interview was even possible, I was stocking shelves at Price Smart, off Red Hills Road.
Mm-hmm.
It's a warehouse that sells food, stuff in wholesale, everything in wholesale. Um, I worked in the electronics department where they sell all the gadgets, the televisions, the stereos, all of that. But for some reason, a guy did not turn up for work that worked in the that stocked the sodas and the juices.
Mm-hmm.
So I was pulled from my department on that day and sent down there to work for the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I was stocking juices on that day and I realized someone came into the aisle that I recognized.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Elvis from So Unique. And I was saying, do I introduce myself to this guy
Right. Right.
or
Right.
not? And at the time, Elvis was hot, hottest producer. Them time, the man of Igloo Rhythm I run the place hot. You see me? I say, so me kind of reach on a level with the rhythm thing, and I wonder if that was me wondering if at the time, So you know what? I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Introduce myself. Say, you know what? I'm this, and I think that I've somewhat mastered my craft a little. I have it down pat to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you know what, send me some stuff. Let me hear. Sent him some stuff. We exchanged numbers on the spot. 2 weeks passed, got back recordings on my beats, and I'm like, whoa. First placement. I was like, what is this? Vibes
Which rhythm?
Cartel.
Which rhythm was that?
It was Miami Vice episode by Vibes Cartel.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the first beat. And then the second beat was Money Count by Friends by Vibes Cartel. So my first two placements in dancehall was Vibes Cartel and Vibes Cartel back to back.
What
Yeah.
What do you
So
think about? How does it make you feel that the teacher absolutely loves your beats and like it's not difficult?
I don't
Like,
know.
what does
It's
that
just a
feel like?
different vibe. Every time we collaborate, it's just a different vibe. And I was one of the few people that get to actually go to prison to visit him. So I went, I think it was, when was this? Earlier this year when he was at Spanish Town prison. I went and I visited him. And yo, the guy is something else. Always in high spirits. It was a joy. It was a joy actually meeting with this man, but unfortunately, given the circumstance, but you know, trust me,
But
he was
he
even more.
trusts you.
He
He
was,
trusts your talent and
yes.
everything. He
And
trusts
what
you.
surprised me is that he was more excited about meeting me more than how I was
Isn't
excited
that
about
nuts?
meeting him. That was what surprised me. I'm like, yo, this guy's crazy. Yes, so
But he already is a different type of lyricist.
trust
So
me.
then to get a composer who is different, it just like kind of matches. You know
And
what
you
I mean? It
know,
just
my
gives him that
officer
different. Yeah.
big up my mentor, J Crazy Records, you see me? Him not there, but
Say crazy went. Yeah. Okay.
more say big up J Crazy because I wanna be mentor them in the business. You see me? When them man they have 40 vibes cartel I wrote one time, I never have any. I'm going look on Jay and I say, Jay, I'll be like you one day, you know. And it just happened. I have like 26 vibes cartels out there with vocals on there, you know. And
Isn't that crazy?
that is just vibes alone.
Yeah.
I have like 4 to 5 records out with Spice, including Rolling, which is produced by British Linkz. Um, that song is streaming well. It's selling.
Yeah, man. In
Yeah,
that
it's
video.
not popular out
Hmm.
here, but it's doing numbers because
Yeah.
I'm getting the checks, so I know,
Ah!
I know, I know.
Big
Um,
up Romy Icon. They're the producer on that song. Yes.
other artists that we have done work for was Skilly Bang,
Hmm.
um, Rose That Grew from Concrete, and
Dexter Daps.
Torpedo. Um, those two songs are two different songs on the same beat.
Okay.
Yeah, produced by London Entertainment. Um, done work with Dexter Daps on many occasions
Hmm.
from 2014, Coolest Summer featuring Ding Dong, come right up to Call Me If
Hmm.
right now. So, um, Call Me If by Dexter Daps is about to hit the 8 million stream mark on his Spotify right now.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Rebel by Shensia just went over 13 million on her Spotify. Um, to me, that beat, the Liquid Sunshine rhythm,
Hmm.
I don't know. JFK and I went in on that one. It was, I don't know. We were just at his place one day. We were bored, and it just happened. And when it happened, we looked at each other, and I'm saying, "Yo, this is the shit." And he was like, "Bro, you know what time it is?" I don't know. Sent the track. Zoom, good productions.
Hmm.
He was looking for something for the summer. Um, Sent him a pack. I think that beat was the last beat. Um, Said all right. He had the pack for like a month sitting on, and I think he came back like a week after a month and asked me if is this one still available? And I said yes, it's still available. He said all right, so let us do the paperwork right now. And I said
Paperwork.
okay. Paperwork was done. Beat was sent to artists, and trust me, how Zoom work, it not normal. Them man we take a month and vice up a full project.
Hmm.
And when you look on the track list, at the entire dance hall upon the juggling. Yeah. I saw them man they go to work, man.
So I want to talk about something here that might put you on the spot a little bit, but
Mm.
I think that it needs to be said. So you and I have actually worked together without meeting each other for years now.
Oh yes.
And oh my God. And I get excited to
You
know,
can't forget. I'm gonna forget that.
listen, I get excited to know that you're not selfish in this, that you take the time out to educate others. Is it Ireland? Are you still here, babe? To
I'm
educate
still there.
others, on the industry, like, where's your paperwork? Make sure you register with this and that, so that they too can not only understand the industry, but that they can be
Mm,
ahead of the
yeah.
game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we actually, I worked
And
distribution at VPAL Music, right? And so the guys who I was signing and bringing in to distribute are guys that you were telling them, okay, yeah, so that part is distribution. Now you really have to work. And you were like telling them, this and that. And so when when Ireland checked in with us and he, made sure to mention your name, but it was something, that he had said before.
yeah,
And
I
I forgot
remember the.
who
I remember
else.
the day. I remember the day when
Oh, yeah. Come here, Ireland.
we
Can you
were
come
at
in?
we were in Seaview at the roundabout talking, and I was telling David that, yo, I can set up everything for you. I can get you on BMI today. I can get you a publisher tomorrow. Everything I single-handedly did all the paperwork for him, registered all this first set of records that he produced.
Mm-hmm.
So I was basically his administrator for his label for about a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I was telling him it makes no sense you're investing all of this money
Mm-hmm.
in music and you're not getting returns. And as old as he is, well, not so old,
Right.
where you would say where he did
Hey.
listen. He listened.
Yes.
He listened because obviously I've been doing this for a while and I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
I
why
did
I
it
maintain a relationship with him, because he
right.
asks the questions, he does the research based on whatever it is that you told him, and then he either is gonna, okay, babe, no problem,
It's
and
better
then
you
he's
know
either gonna do that or do something else. But he want that knowledge, and I try to. He's not available to
because
point that out. I
is a
love
no
it.
nonsense guy now. Is either I'm not gonna do something
Yeah.
or I'm not gonna do it. And if I'm not do it,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you straight.
Yes.
You see me? So I did his second project, which is the Rhythm for Sale.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the beat that I did for him.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I don't know, our friendship grew from there,
Yes.
you know?
I'm
And
like, whatever you
even
need,
though we have
link
not
me. Let me know
worked,
what you need. Yes.
yeah, even though we have not worked on any more music together for the
Mhm.
longest while,
Mhm.
the brotherly relationship is still there. I can pick up my phone and call him right now and say, yo, say I think this and that,
Yes.
right, So that is it, the respect that I
Mhm.
have for this man. People coming at music with money and them now take no talk from nobody because
Right.
me have my
Right.
money, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a day, I'm a ray. You get what I say? So
Mhm.
me will always respect him because man willing to sit down and listen and
Yes.
pick sense out of nonsense. You
But that's
understand?
why things have gone, so well for him, and he's been able to,
And
add
right
on
now,
to Ireland.
me show the man the business side of music. And this man I make more money than me out of music right now.
You hear me?
Yo, I'm proud of him. Ireland, if you're there, send an emoji or something.
No, he said he's here. He's right here.
Yo, the
Yeah,
man
he
have
just can't join.
milk the business. Cause right now, the man have tipping night at 2 million streams per Lali Instagram.
He bust back Lolly. Yes.
Trust me.
Yes.
The man take the teaching. I like when
Yes.
people take teaching
Mhm.
and put it to use and make something
Yes.
of themselves.
I love it. I love it. That's what
Yes, man.
and there was another one I can't remember right now. There's another one um that you helped with. I don't remember right now. So other things that you do. is that when there are youth, oh, there you go. He say, "This is Ireland." He said,
Like the comments stop running on my side. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing them
I don't know
anymore.
what's going on with your phone today, baby, but Ireland,
Mm.
yeah, he go like this. He put up the emoji and put his finger. He put his finger up.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, it is such a blessing to see. And like I said, I still maintain all of my relationships. There's just two, you know, out of all the years I've been in music that I no longer have relationships with. But for the rest, I'm like, you know, you ain't gotta talk to me every day. When you need something, call me and let me see, you know, what I could do for you. And that's the
Right.
way that I operate. A lot of people, they only call you when they need you. What else are we talking about? Call me when you need me. Outside of that,
Call
I'm
me.
sitting there on the dang on phone. But
Listen, man.
no, it's just, listen, I'm not doing that. I have a personal life, but when you need something, that's when you call, you know. But
Exactly. You know, me,
anyhow,
Genie, me always call you all when me don't need nothing, you
I
know.
know what you
Me
different.
just call you just to make sure it's all right. That's all.
He called me so I could cuss him out. That's what that is. What's up, CEO? So and I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but there have been, you know, others who you've helped, but not only that part. So there's another philanthropic side to Melio, you know, with the youth who want to break into the business and being able to, they need some machines or whatever. I think, oh man, whatever it is they need. I
Musical
think we
gear.
got them a laptop or something.
Yes, I got a guy, a laptop. He
There's
sent
someone
me.
named
He's a
BAS
DJ.
Beats DE.
Yeah, Bass Beats. He's from Germany.
Okay, that's what the DE is for, Germany. Okay, cool. He said
Hmm.
he's a recipient. Okay, Ireland. Ireland said he's
Trust
gonna be
me,
calling both of us
Bass
soon.
Beats. He is.
He said that he's been a recipient of your kindness too. You know,
Mm.
we always hear Ireland. We always hear. Yeah, there's only a few people who can call me 24/7 and I'll answer. It's definitely you guys, my babies, always. Um, so yeah, laptops and the soundboards, and then, you know, linking up with Not Nice, and you guys work together, and then
Mm.
Not Nice, there's a youth
Oh,
that
Neckline Entertainment from
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think he's in Mobe or something like that.
Okay.
I was not involved in the donations of the equipment still, but I like what happened.
That was awesome because then it
Yeah,
got picked up by the press, which I
exactly.
like that they highlighted that, because quite often people only see the music. They don't know, like how Egyptian just got an award the other day. Yes, he's been doing that with the youth for quite some time, but you wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So I love they did that. Chris Thomas, the CEO, said, "Is he a recipient?" I know that JFK did a beat for CEO the other day. He's based out of New York.
Crazy by Richie
Hmm.
Stevens. Videos out now. Check it out.
Look, shameless plug.
Trust
So,
me.
yeah, I
That shit
just
is
wanted
crazy.
to, and again, the reason for the check-in is because we want to show the other side of those who are in music, because it's so important for other people to understand. Y'all didn't just get up one day and make, you know, Own a Lane. No, there's a struggle that I had before
I
I
want to
got to.
tell you
It's a struggle
there's a story behind that song, how that beat was made.
on
Um
that like
it
that look,
was
that
on
machine. You still
that
have it,
was on
right?
well, Jay has it.
Let's
It's at Jay's
yeah.
house. I
Okay.
tell him not to throw that out, to frame it and hang it up.
Sure, I know that's right.
Um an old Dell laptop, old ass Dell laptop with about 4 gigabytes of RAM.
Look at that.
That was it Jay? Was it the desktop? Was it Betsy
Jay
or the
isn't
Dell?
here. He's not
Yeah.
here. Did he?
So
Yeah.
it was done, and I don't even know how we even gotten to open certain plugins and sound engines on that laptop, because I'm pretty sure that if we have clicked on the wrong sound module, probably that laptop would have caught fire that day.
Dang.
Because trust me, so it was an old ass laptop and um Logitech computer speakers that you would see at a
Get that
workplace.
right.
Beside
Right.
that, Yeah, so it was a pair of regular computer speakers that you would buy for a computer at a desk, like in your
Mm-hmm.
office.
Mm-hmm.
A Dell laptop, and it was a what was that? It's a
That
MIDI
keyboard.
keyboard. Yeah,
Yeah,
25 key Akai MIDI keyboard with a drum pad at the top, and that was it.
that's
So
crazy.
we had to some of the sounds we had to when we make some of the patterns in the progression, we have to like render them out in audio so we can have enough processing space to use to complete the track. It was a lot of work. I think that track comprised of about 37 tracks in total. So that was where we're coming from. Another track that was made from the worst of the worst situations was the Flammable Rhythm by Good Good Productions.
Okay.
Yeah, Movado, man, Flammable. Yeah, so same setup, but I think it was a bit easier this time because we had done minor software tweaks so we could steal a little space here and there. But trust me,
Something that people don't know is that you've never actually produced a song.
yes, I've never actually produced a record outright, like a record with vocals together,
Mm-hmm.
because a beat is a record, an instrumental is a record by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a master sound recording. But I've only produced one song, and it was a collaboration with Skybad Music,
Okay.
and it is called Stand Tall, featuring Ace God. It's a nice little song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that
Well,
was
I missed
apart
that
from
one.
that, nothing else. I haven't done production. And
Are we gonna see any productions from you in the future?
yes,
Okay.
yes, but I'm currently working out some deals under the
Okay.
table.
Run the track. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
until those deals become concrete,
Mm-hmm.
then we will know what direction we're going. But another
We'll have to talk to you again in the
right.
future. Um, about that. But
Yes,
not
and
today.
another
Not today.
announcement that I would like to make is that
Okay.
JFK and I have been working for so long,
Mm-hmm.
like since the beginning of both of our careers, and
Mm-hmm.
we have been making bangers for days. And I'm saying, yo, it's only fair that it's probably the right time for us to actually merge as one unit.
Mm-hmm.
So you blasted the name a while ago. Run the track. That is the name of
Your
Jay and I.
collaboration.
Yeah, so whenever JFK and I collaborate, we're known as one body. Run the track.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
so
love it.
that is it right there.
Yes, yes, yes. So when y'all see that, y'all gotta know.
So trust me, you're not getting music just yet. I'm waiting on two pieces of hardware to be shipped in, and then you're gonna see something.
Okay, more hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, any more questions? Does anybody in the comment section want to ask a questions?
Mm-hmm.
Genie, you might have to read because I'm not seeing the thing going up.
No, it's okay. They didn't have any. They were just here, just bigging you up.
Okay.
Which is really awesome. Life of a Scorpion says, "Watch Big Move,"
Mm.
and
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
yeah.
Big up everybody that took the time out of their busy schedule to come through and actually listen, and just to be here. You didn't have to do it, so I
So
really
let's see.
appreciate that.
Rasta Jinho says, "Wacky Lynch." Produce BL Boss says, "Just a getting some knowledge." Big up.
Mm.
Yeah, but for the most part, they've been just kind of typing and bigging you up. So and of course, Bass Beats has been here the entire time. I just want to
Trust
thank
me,
you for
he's not
saying yes,
leaving.
because I
He's
know
not.
that you don't interview, but it's just really, really important. And I just
Mhm.
want those who watched during the live and who will watch the recording to understand that you just have to keep going and be yourself. You do not have to be cookie cutter. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. And it is so important to understand the business side because, as Melio said, for the past 4 or 5 years, he's been living off of his work. He hasn't
Mhm.
had to go back to 95, and someone took a chance on him, and so he's taking chances
Trust me,
on others.
Ireland can
Mm-hmm.
tell you. Ireland told me this
Yeah.
on his interview that
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
offered a job to work at Scotiabank, and I turned that down because
Yeah,
I
that's what
wanted
he
to
said
pursue.
today. Yes,
Huh? I
that's what
wanted
he
to
said that
pursue
day. He
my
turned
passion.
down.
Am I going to sit at a desk for 40 years and possibly earning, you know, when I retire, I'm living off of 40% of what I have earned for the
Right.
entire 40 years that I have
Right.
sat around a desk in a little cubicle building someone's empire. Why not try to build my own empire
Right.
and leave a legacy for my kids,
Right.
our future children when they come?
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, that
Awesome.
is it.
Awesome.
Shout outs to BL Boss.
You
Yeah,
can
the
see it.
bleed rhythm.
Yeah.
Trust me, y'all need to check that rhythm out. The bleed rhythm.
Okay.
Chronicler has a song on it called Still a Bleed. That rhythm is tough.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is our time. I hope that everyone is following Melio. Please give him 48 to 72 hours to respond to you if you submit a DM. Please make sure that you have your budget together before you link him. He done sat here
Y'all
and
know
he
what it
told
is.
you guys what he's done. Have your budget together.
Oh,
Don't
Chris
link
Thomas,
him.
the CEO, big up as
Yeah,
well.
oh, so you do. You can see it now. Yeah. So you guys have your budget together, but give him about 3 days before he can respond to you and stuff because when I tell you that it's music every day, all day with these guys, that is the God's honest truth. So but thank you so much for coming on and for educating
Miss Rain, I
us.
see you.
Yeah.
Wizzy Hampton. Yeah, Mr. Wizzy Hampton from Hampton Music. All right, that's it.
All right, babe. Well, I
All
will
right.
speak to you on the phone later. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
later. Okay, I'll finally go back, go watch SpongeBob.
So you guys, this has been another episode of the check-in. Of course, we'll um and I hope that you did absolutely Bass Beats. I hope that you guys did receive as much information as he put out. It is so important um to have the business side of your work put together and to study that part of it, because although he was given the knowledge, he still went and studied it himself. It's important to build relationships, to have good rapport with everyone. It is important to be yourself and to step outside of the box. Do you, not what somebody else is doing, you know? And so, yeah, shout out to Ireland. I'm so happy that you are here. And of course, CEO, everybody follow everybody. That's what I say. And of course, I am Genie Sweetness. You guys, we will be back with the check-in. We have some women coming up on there. I'm so excited. Again, the purpose of the check-in is to show you the other side. We are on British Linkz Instagram to show you the other side of your favorites in the music industry, reggae, dancehall, Caribbean music, period. But Melio, he doesn't really talk. So I'm very happy that he was able to come out. Shouts out to all of you guys. It is Music Monday, y'all. So I love you guys, and we will see you all in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, which will be the 20 something. Y'all at it. 8 plus 14. What is that? 30, 22? The 22nd. We'll be back with a woman. Yes. So later.